Hello people, welcome back to Follow That. So the final mission, shock and awe. And if I'm honest, I'm a little bit shocked that there's not a bit more awe in this. It starts promisingly with the jet. Charlie is there taking out Merryweather's air defences, which is quite cool. And yes, I did try and hunt down Charlie's jet, but there's no auto aim. You can't seem to get him. So I think by far the most efficient way of dealing with annoying Merryweather people on the ground is just hovering your Avenger and just gradually going round and round and taking out the majority of the soldiers that are there. Some will respawn, and there's a particularly annoying guy who's up in the rafters of that Merryweather. I'll show that in a bit. But you can get the majority of them just hovering with your Avenger until you actually land here and you are good to go to work your way through. So, like I said, there always seems to be a few that survive. So I've had a few goes at this, and no matter what you do, there's always a few. But anyway, I think if you got this far, you've got the skills to do it. There's an annoying guy just stood up there who's very difficult to spot that keeps shooting at you. So if you can get him, right, there you go. See if you can spot him from this. He is there. There you go. Can you hear that shot? Someone is shooting at me. Where is he? Just looking for the tiniest little outline of a head. There he is. You see him? Bang. There we go. Got him. And annoyingly, I've noticed that guy keeps spawning back in. It's just one of those ridiculous things they put into the game. Right. So we have to go up the stairs to the control room. Oh, this is quite familiar from other missions. I'm not sure how hard they've tried on this bit. There we go. Oh dear. You now have to shoot out all of these little blockers, which is really annoying. More guards spawn in. If you wait there for too long, this guy comes up. Look how much health is left. Oh dear. And then we've got to find all of these that are at different heights, which is the annoying thing. We get this guy coming back in. See the little shot there? I think he's there. Oh, that's quite satisfying. Okay, so I show you the location of all of them, and this is really painful, particularly if you're doing it more than once. I mean, is it really a fun game just to be finding these at different heights? It's not really, is it? It feels like the kind of thing you should call Lester or this guy Avi. All of that work he spent, all that work you spent in the previous mission finding him, and then he doesn't really help out very much. Okay, so we'll go through the tedious locations. So some of them you have to climb up. Oh dear. Okay. And thankfully I've edited this down. I can't tell you the first time I did this how long it took me. Just going around thinking, right, okay. I've been doing dogfights in jets earlier on. I'm actually quite enjoying the missions, and I got to this bit. Anyway, I shouldn't be too negative, shall I? It is at least a new mission. Right, and unfortunately you have to destroy all of them. We've got 3 left. This one here, you have to go up. Again, there's another guy that spawns in. I hope that this edited down version saves you some time on those locations if you're not finding them. And if you see with the icon that's on there, that will tell you if you're at the right height or not. So when you see the little arrow on it, that means you're not at the right height. When you get to the right height, that you lose the arrow, basically. It's the clue that it's not the height that you're expecting it to be. And we go the last one, and realise it's right there in front of you. Obviously you don't realise that at the time. I spent ages looking for that, and then I was, oh, that's where it is. Okay, so we've done all of that, and now it works. And I think the efficient way to do this is, obviously you can just go through and take them out. But nice efficient way is you can just use your RPG, and that will take out the soldiers that are in there. Couple more, and that'll do it, and let the fire do its work. Then you go into the control room, unlock it, walk up to this little computer here, cue the cutscene with, again, a pretty tedious mechanic, I've got to admit. I was a little bit disappointed with this mission. But anyway, hopefully this video is here to help save you a bit of time and reveal what you're supposed to be doing. So Q, we have another wave that arrives, including 2 gunboats. It's worth taking those guys out early. There's a guy on that platform there, seems to have come out of nowhere. How did he even get there? That's what I want to know. Right, so we have the 2 gunboats that come, one in this channel, the other one to the left. And save yourself a lot of aggravation by getting them done early. So they have some pretty powerful weapons that are on there. I can actually get the other one from this angle. But anyway. Right, then we are in business, sweeping up the final guys that are around. There's one more guy somewhere behind that. Okay. It was definitely at the point where I was getting a bit fed up of these guys keep spawning in. But there's one thing that annoys me about a lot of the missions I've found, is that it should be just, once you take them out, then that's fine, but the same guy keeps spawning back into the same spot when you've already dealt with him. It's annoying, and I'm fine with guys arriving in helicopters, and so it's all part of the fun and the mechanic, but it's a little bit painful. Okay, so this, you literally go as slow as anything, and you can't shoot. And see how much I was using the RPG by the end of this. I was getting a bit fed up with it. Okay, why do you have a cargo indication mark? You can see that the Avenger is right there. Okay, so remember we have the new wave, and obviously the quicker you are, the less guys will spawn in. There's a jet. What have you been doing, Charlie? What have you been doing? He's been doing a tour of the whole line. He's literally started. He was there at the start. Now he decides to reappear, taking out one of those helis. Thanks for that. What about the others? Anyway. Right, so let's take out the final guys. Like I say, got those 2 guys coming down. If you're too slow, then obviously you'll have to take them out. If you're a little bit quicker. This is the Mark II Heavy Sniper. I don't know why that wasn't blowing up. I know it's an armoured heli, but still. There we go. And then we have the one left. So the railgun is the way to go with that. Don't know what is going on with my heavy sniper. How did that miss? How did that miss? Surely it only takes 1 go with a railgun. Maybe it's 2 strikes? I don't know. Right. So really just have to keep an eye on the map and those red markers. And there's a guy here who has a very heavy weapon that will destroy you at the last minute. Just really be annoying. Particularly like me if you're down to your final life. So you just went a bit reckless with this thing. You're getting a bit fed up with pushing it. But anyway, we're done. We're done. And even though another guy's there behind us, the song says they're at a reasonable distance. You're fine. And my armor's topped up. So we're good to go. Push the cargo to the Avenger. And here we go. And I guess on this, I was expecting another dogfight in the skies. And you've kind of partially got that. You have a few helis that come and attack you. And you could switch to engage autopilot, or you could just use the pilot weapons if you've equipped those and upgrading your Avenger. But actually, in reality, not only is this thing so solid, but also you can just fly away, and they're not quick enough to keep up with you. This massive thing. And then that's it. We've done all of the missions. Cue the cutscene, and then it's time for the big reveal. How much have we earned from all of that? See, Kaio's $1 million plus. The agency was $1 million for doing the set of contract, the data leak contracts. And for this one, the final payout. For what is quite a lot of work. Some of these missions are challenging. Some of them are just, like this one, just time consuming. And for completing the mission, there we go. I like the little cutscene. Heading off into the sunset. That's quite cool. So for the individual mission, we get 20,000 for what was a lot of work. Plus, good news, you get 250,000 bonus. I think it's low, but anyway, enjoy. Take care.